Who snitched in this case, though? You know, I'm just asking. I really, did they say who's telling us that?
Everybody's telling.
Oh, okay.
There
are different pieces, though, that
I can't say nobody's snitching, but people are going in, they're walking out soon as they get in. I can't throw away my brain. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billup, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
Reverberations across the NBA, because here you have a sitting NBA head coach, a former Hall of Fame player that is arrested and involved in this, and Terry Rozier, an active player that has been arrested as well as part of sports gambling accusations. And it places at least 2 NBA careers here in peril. And for Chauncey Billups, a wire fraud charge, money laundering, each of those counts up to 20 years, and illegal poker game fixing. But also in this indictments, there were also examples where Chauncey Billups, at least one example where Chauncey Billups allegedly gave information on his team tanking 2 sports bettors. And Terry Rozier has been under investigation by the federal government for at least the last 2 years for a March 2023 game. But the NBA, to be clear, had cleared him. That's why he's been able to play the last couple of seasons with the Miami Heat. And so this investigation, like Aaron just said, it started off with Jonte Porter. That's the origin story of this. That's where this all began. That's when about a handful of people were charged, arrested eventually, but now this is at over 30 people. How much larger of a list can this get? That's what everyone in the league is keeping an eye on.
And look, I'm good for all the trolling. That's cool, but Rachel Nichols is foul.
What did Rachel Nichols do, Gil?
She used my video, and she actually wrote that I possibly snitched.
Oh, no, Rachel.
Listen, I'm going to troll with the best of them. But to ask that question,
no, she didn't do that.
Because then it makes me really want to, first of all, 2 of them is gambling on NBA. One is throwing poker games and robbing his friends. Ain't got shit to do with me. I'm going to tell on this. Wow, I'm going to tell on him.
My initial thoughts when I heard this is that this might be the last 9 months have been the most snitching I ever heard of. This might be the most snitching I've ever seen in life. I don't know. When did New Jack City come out, Cam?
91.
91?
Yeah.
And when did Sammy the Bull go? Because I'm telling you, the snitch report, shout out to my guy, you know what I'm saying? The snitch report has made it all the way.
Who's snitching?
To the NBA.
Who's snitching?
Everybody's snitching.
No, I'm talking about in this. I know what you're talking about, but in this case, you know snitching.
I don't know nobody's not snitching. The last 12 months might be the most snitching I ever seen, man. I saw something today. I saw a rapper snitch today. It brought me to tears. I can't believe no gangster rap. I can't even listen to it. That's part of why I want to put no music out. I can't listen to gangster rap no more. I don't believe none of it. And with this situation,
you'll find any reason not to put no music out, man.
Killer, the snitching has made it to the NBA. Who would ever thunk?
What does got
Who would
to do
ever
with you
thunk
put
that?
music out?
You know,
you gonna
I know
find your
thunk
reason
is not
to
a
put
word,
music.
but who would ever thought snitching would make it to the NBA? I mean, for crimes. This is crazy.
Who snitched in this case, though? You know, I'm just asking. I really, did they say who's telling us that?
Everybody's telling.
Oh, okay.
There are
Listen,
different pieces, though, that
I can't say nobody's snitching, but people are going in, they're walking out soon as they get in. I can't throw away my brain. There's too many people throwing away their brain. Somebody got arrested a few months ago, and then everybody get arrested this week. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack, pause. I can't say nobody's snitching, but it just feels like everybody's snitching.
It seemed like, somebody's telling.
Yeah.
That's you're going to find that out.
Somebody had a 2-page paper.
Yeah.
Them all.
You know how that should go? The way that should go is, look, can we talk to you? Because this was about to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody, save yourself now before we go and sweep everybody up. Because if you get yourself out of trouble now, it won't be as bad as when we go get that nigga.
Because later I won't be able to help you.
Exactly.
Later I won't be able to help you. That's definitely the conversation. And pause, we don't want you. Mm-hmm. We really want this guy, pause. And they're just giving people the rundown.
Listen, y'all, a lot of drama is going on in the NBA, as we all know. People are still shocked after hearing about Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and others being arrested after allegedly being involved in this gambling scheme. Okay, according to the reports, they're saying players faked injuries to help influence the gambling market. Coaches, you know what I mean? They pretty much traded inside information to help influence the gambling market. Then they also spoke about this rigged poker games that's being linked to the mob. Okay, now according to the reports, they're saying that 4 of the 5 major crime families in New York uncovered an alleged scheme to lure victims into playing rigged poker games alongside high-profile sports stars before stealing millions of dollars. Okay, they're saying that technology was used. All right, now this is crazy. They're saying that the technology used included special contact lenses and glasses that could read pre-marked cards in an X-ray table. Yeah, what in the hell is going on? All right, now of course, NBA player Terry Rozier, they're denying the claims. Chauncey Billups, he released a statement, as you've seen in the video. He came walking out. He didn't even address the media, but they're denying all of these claims being alleged, right, in these articles and these reports. Now, Damon Jones, they even brought his name up because they're saying he had previous knowledge of LeBron and his injuries, and he possibly traded that information to make a lot of money. Okay, all through this sports gambling, sports betting. Like I said, all of this is crazy. Now, of course, Gilbert Arenas, his name came up because, as we all know, he was involved in a gambling scandal a couple of months ago. And immediately after his release, he said he was telling on everybody. Okay, now again, we all know Gilbert is a troll. This is why yesterday he showed up on his show with the informant lunch, okay, eating, right, as if he had something to do with all of these arrests. Okay, now, like I said, Gilbert is a troll, but did he tell? Did he have something to do with all of these arrests being made? Listen, according to Gilbert, he had no knowledge about any of this. This has nothing to do with him, right? As you heard in the clip, he said if he had something to do with this, he would snitch on Nick Young and Kwame Brown. I think that's hilarious, but at the same time, listen, it's not far-fetched because, like Mase said, we know how this law works. Now, when I looked into it, like I said, this is 2 separate cases in this situation here, but this is why a lot of people are looking at Gilbert Arenas as a snitch. You get what I'm saying? As if he had something to do with the arrest of Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, right, Damon Jones, and others. Look, the man even posted this clip of, New Jack City. This is Gilbert Arenas. This is what I mean. He's always trolling, but again, people are just shocked at how everyone is moving in the space in 2025, man. This is why Mase said what he said about snitching, you know what I mean, being a major topic of conversation now because, damn, who would have thought that something like this would be exposed in the NBA? But to me, it's a bigger conversation that needs to be had because we only seen the faces of our people, black people. What about the crime families linked to all of this? We didn't see their face thrown in the media, right? And we already know this is an elaborate scheme. You mean to tell me that they went straight for Terry and Chauncey, but what about everybody else? Okay, they're talking about multiple arrests. So like I said, it's a lot going on in the media right now, but it does raise a bigger conversation about the legalization of sports betting and how it jeopardizes the integrity of the sport. Because even in football with Kansas City Chiefs, a lot of people was crying and complaining about how the refs, you know what I mean, were rigging the games in their favor. And with everything being used, you get what I'm saying, as a bet, I've been on some of these apps. I'm not a big gambler, but the point is they bet on anything. Who win the tip-off, everything. So, of course, people are going to wonder, is this, you know what I mean, right and exact, or are people throwing the game away to make money on the back end? Like I said, it's a lot to talk about, but to just put it all on the onus of players and coaches when we know it's a lot of people involved, a lot of hidden hands, like I said, man, it's just a lot. Completely shocking to see something like this happen. Season just started, but then you got Gilbert, you know what I mean? He ain't wasting no time trolling. So y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on all of this controversy involving these NBA players and coaches allegedly being involved in these gambling schemes? Again, do you think there's any truth to these claims being made? And how do you feel about, you know, their faces, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones, Chauncey Billups, being thrown all in the media, even though there's so many other people involved, right? Especially the crime families. I thought that was done, you know, purposely for a reason, because you know how this media work. But again, let me know your thoughts on Gilbert Arenas and him trolling with the snitch rumors. I mean, did you agree with Mase and his statement along with Cam? Again, let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Again, my name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Kading, Reggie Wright, now Whack 100. He was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit. So man, they put him on the car on the ground and shit. They rob him and shit. Like, the feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I wanted them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, you know, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced, you feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.